Us.
Alright guys, quick video here on why I went back 100% raw vegan, raw foodism, right? So basically I don't eat any cooked food, no process, um, just fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, herbs, right? Also from time to time will dehydrate certain things, right? But don't really do that too much, right? But overall, I'm 100% raw again. I was maybe, was it no, 85, 90% raw. And then the other 10, 15 was vegan food, right? So I would have like, vegan burgers, vegan pizza, some vegan products, blue chips here and there, a little bit of processed stuff. Um, Also like wraps and different kind of rice, beans, and like cooked food, right? But vegan, obviously. But now I'm 100% raw again, which that's how I started out. I started out 100% raw. When I began my journey, like if you guys ever looked at my Instagram, it tells a story, right? Way back in 2012. I believe that was my first post, right? As I said, I made a couple of videos about this already. I wasn't feeling well here and there. I had headaches, stomach problems, gallbladder issue. I also had anxiety. I was going through a lot of different things, right? So basically, just went 100% raw. It's not easy though, but I had to do this, right? Sometimes your body will give you signals, will give you warnings, right? And sometimes it's good to listen, right? A lot of people won't listen though, and a lot of people will just take a pill, take medication, and just mask it. But sometimes your body throw up, warning signals, and it's time to make changes. You're calling, right? So around 2012, my body was giving me a calling. It was a little bit the end of 2011, November, October, November, December. Then it got worse into 2012. So I had all type of problems. Man, high blood pressure. Had blood pressure reading of, man, probably like 160 over, was it 103? Like the heart rate was like 103 or something like that. It was off. Then I had stomach problems. Whenever I ate anything, stomach would hurt me. Massive headaches, consistent ringing in my ear, pain in my right side, which I found out was some gallbladder issue. So, I had to make some changes, right? And even though I was always doing martial arts all my life, I was eating like crap, drinking a lot of alcohol, and not sleeping properly. Basically eating like crap, right? So, like I said, you can do as much exercise as you want to. But if you don't put the right type of foods in your bodies will break down on you eventually. Because your bodies have to work harder when you're exercising just to burn. And it depends on what you're eating. You're putting the wrong type of fuel in your body. No matter what kind of exercise you do, it will catch up to you after a while. So as you see here, my Instagram is just a journey where, I had to shave my head. I went back to Jamaica a lot of times, spent a lot of months there. Kind of got back to myself. A lot of meditation. Get rid from certain things that I was doing, like disconnect from a lot of things. As I said, in life, if you want to find anything or if you're looking for something, there's nothing to find, to be honest with you. The only thing you could find is going to be inside of you. That's where everything is going to come out of, inside you, right? Nobody going to give you nothing in life. Don't expect anything from nobody. If you want anything, You create it and you bring it out of yourself. You grind for it. You hustle for it. Right? Don't rely on anybody to give you nothing. Because at the end of the day, a lot of times people will just use you. It depends. Not everybody know. They got some genuine people out there. They will use you to make money from you if they can. And whenever you're not really able to bring them in the money that they're looking for, they just discard you. Or whenever they don't need you anymore, like corporate work, they just discard you, right? So, it's good to get back to yourself, getting some meditation, some yoga, whatever makes you relax. Take your mind off things, right? Not thinking too much about all these different things in society, right? As I said, the earth is a wonderful place, but the people who's running it or doing whatever they're doing, the system is corrupted, just to be honest with you. So it's a dog eat dog world, man. So you have to be on your toes, right? And as I said, people will take you for granted, they will use you. And whenever they don't need you anymore, they will discard you. So as I said, anything you want, you create it. It's inside of you. Don't rely on nobody to give you nothing, right? You hustle for it, you grind for it, right? Like I see here, like I said, my whole Instagram was a journey, which a lot of people don't catch on to that. I documented it. I use it to kind of help me because I can go back and look at where I was and where I want to get to. So you notice I had a shaved head and I was doing strictly plant-based, strictly raw. And that's where I started, and that's when I felt my best was on raw. Completely 100% felt my best at raw. Right? That's when I dropped off all the weight. My stomach cleared up, no more bloating, anxiety gone. I got back into my training again. Just my motivation, my determination, just my passion came back. I just felt great, man. I felt awesome on raw. And, I was 85-90% raw, and the other rest was vegan. As I said, you know what, man? I don't need to eat cooked food anymore. If I'm 80-90% raw, I'm going back 100. And even when I was doing cooked food, sometimes I felt kind of funny. My stomach didn't feel great, right? I wouldn't get as bloated like I would back in the days when I was on animal products, but still didn't feel at my best. And like I said, in my opinion, I'm going to use my opinion, we're not supposed to cook our food on the stove, burn our food, right? You're not supposed to heat up your food over a certain temperature because it kills off all the enzymes, all the nutrients that's in the food. You basically burn it up. You basically kill it. So you're eating dead food. You put in dead food into your body that basically is not going to fuel your body correctly, right? When you eat the live, living food, like all the mangoes that we see here, all the kale, the ginger, romaine lettuce, then parsley, all the herbs, they may eat that straight off the tree. That's just straight energy, living food. That's what you want to eat. You don't want to eat dead food because then you're just packing your body with a bunch of emptiness, dead food, and you're just going to weigh you down. You eat the living food now, you're going to be vibrating, firing like crazy, man. I mean, now it's like, I'm maybe a month and some change now, 100% raw again. But, back then, a couple months back, my workouts were decent, right? But now, oh man, now it's like every day. I mean, a couple months back, I would take days off because I would just be a little sore, on certain days. Now, oh my goodness, man, recovery is insane. My recovery is insane. I mean, sometimes I have to stop myself. I'm going hours and hours. And this is how it was when I started back in 2012. Just hours and hours of working out. Hours of working out. Right? And like I said, I had to get back to myself empty my mind, through meditation, go back to where I came from, where I was born in Jamaica, right? And suck in back that air, go to the beach, get some of that, ocean air back in my system. Just go back, to where I came from. And that's basically it. And just, do some meditation, find myself again, and rebuild myself back over, basically. Get back to myself, take myself back to when I was a baby, to when I was a teenager, young kid, right? Like I said, I did a lot of things growing up, which from when I was born to maybe 20, 21 years old, it was a good straight run. But once I hit 22, 23, I started getting into drinking alcohol and the massive partying and smoking consistently, drinking, and drinking was out of hand. So that was more like my downfall. So, as I said, the worst thing you can do is getting into alcohol drinking. That's the worst thing you can do. Alcohol will mash you up. Mash up your body. Mash you up completely. Your brain too. Mash you up, man. A drink here and there of red wine, hey, it's up to you, whatever you want to do, right? But for me, alcohol mashed me up, man. And I had to rebuild and get myself back. And you can always detox yourself, you can always detox. That's the great thing about your body. You can always cleanse internally, externally, your brain. You can cleanse everything and get yourself back. And the best way to do that, strictly raw. Going back raw, drinking them juices, man. Drinking those green juices, getting those herbs, man. That's basically it, man. Just keeping it real, guys. I promote hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is a good thing too. But I always say, right, you can use hydrogen peroxide, but what's your lifestyle after that? Are you just going to keep drinking hydrogen peroxide every day? It doesn't work like that. What is your lifestyle? What lifestyle are you living? Are you a plant-based lifestyle? Or are you just going to do hydrogen peroxide and go back and eat steak and all these things and whatever, animal products? If that's what you're doing, you won't see no results. I'm telling you that right now, right? This is from experience I'm talking now. So this is from experience. So this is not something that I just picked up yesterday and doing. It's not easy to go raw, to be honest with you, right? It's a transition to certain things, right? So you could transition through pescatarian, you transition through vegetarian, you go vegan, and if you want to, then you go raw. But it's a transition, right? It's not just you're just going to go raw like that, because a lot of times you will fail, right? A lot of people will just give up because it's hard, man. I did it like that because I had to, because I was at a point where whenever you start taking Xanax and Nexium and all these things, acid reflux, and you're not sleeping for 2 days, and you're losing your mind, and you feel suicidal and all these things, man, you better start like making things happen. It's not about just sitting there and feeling sorry for yourself and just popping pills, because I'm telling you, the pills will make you worse. Because me taking Xanax, that didn't help me nothing. It made me more anxious, right? Gave me more anxiety, kept me up at night. So when you're not sleeping, that's when anxiety kicks in too, because you're not getting no proper rest. So I mean, it's one of those things where you have to just get up, don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't look for nobody to help you, because majority of the time, they don't know what they're talking about, to be honest. And they're going to just give you pills. Here, take that, take that, take that. Some people, it's hard to find, though, will lead you in the right way. Like this guy that I talked to. You can say he's like my mentor. He guided me in a certain path, right? And, he just told me what to do, guided me, and it was up to me to go and do that. Gave me advice, and I took it, right? So a lot of times when certain things are bothering people, You know, they might have this kind of ailment. They might just go to the doctor and doctor prescribe the medication like usual, and you just take the medication and it just kind of masks it. But later on down the road, it's gonna hit you even harder. You know, so it's all about getting up and putting in the work. That's it. Don't look for nobody to help you. You gotta do it. It's up to you to make this happen. Right? So if you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, you're struggling with anxiety, there's no pill that's gonna heal that. Nothing gonna heal that. The only thing that's gonna heal that is you mentally. You gotta tap into your mental. The food that you put into your body will detox you and heal your body too. Remember, the fruits them, the herbs them, those are medicine. You're not just sitting here just eating and stuff in your belly and oh man, my belly is full, now I'm good. No, you shouldn't be eating like that. If you guys know that. You're not supposed to be eating until your belly is full. You're not supposed to be eating a bunch of breakfast, dinner, lunch, and all these things. You're not supposed to be eating like that. Right? You're supposed to be like a light, electrical. You're supposed to be light like a feather, so you can bounce around and move around and swim and jump and all these things. You're not supposed to be obese and weighing over 200 odd pounds. You're not supposed to be like that because that put weight down on your heart. Your heart got to work harder to pump blood to all your organs then. So when you overweight, 200 pounds, big ass muscles, and oh man, and you're drinking all these whey protein shakes and all these things, you're just mashing up your body. I'm telling you that right now. You want to be light like a feather, so your heart doesn't work as hard. You want to be able to can move, be agile, right? And you want to get out in the sun, get some sun, go to the beach, do meditation, do some stretching. All depends on what you like to do, physical activity, and eat your fruits and vegetables, some nuts and seeds, some herbs, right? That's how you want to do it. That's just from me though, right? That's what I've done. Again, we're all the same, right? And what worked for me will work for somebody else. But again, it's all mental though, in the mind. So if you really want to make a change and you're looking for answers, the only answers you're gonna find is inside of you. You ain't gonna find nothing out there. So no psychiatrist is not gonna give you nothing. No doctor not gonna give you nothing. Now there's advice that somebody can give you, like what I'm talking to you right now, and the reason why I went back raw. You know, you can take advice and you can run with it. You can try it out and see how it works for you, right? At least you try. That's a step. You know, you're not trying, then you know you never know, right? So this is why I went back raw, because it's like night and day, man. It's just amazing, man. It's just amazing being raw. It's like endless energy, no muscle pains, and I keep my weight always at one level all year round. I can use the bathroom, like, you know, take a doo-doo, take a crap, like more than one time a day, every day. When I wasn't feeling well, back in late 2011, 2012, I only used the bathroom, let me see, I give you in a week. In a week, I probably pass a bowel movement maybe twice. Not lying to you. I was so constipated, I was so backed up. Only twice. Sometimes I only went one. So I would keep on pounding in all, you know, the chicken, the steak, the goat, you know, all these things, and my stomach would just swell, but nothing would pass out. That's a problem. If you're eating like that and you're not passing out your food, ooh, that's a huge problem. That is when everything starts to ferment, and that's where all these little so-called diseases come from. All the cancer, diabetes, all your levels start to rise because those foods don't belong in you and they back you up. They clog up your system. So you're unable to have bowel movements after a while, especially if you're not eating any fruits and vegetables too. So again, some people are going to say, oh, I just mix up this with that. I just do a little bit of meat and a little bit of salad and this and that. Hey, you do what you want to do. It's all up to you. As I said, we're all the same, but in some kind of way, we are different, right? Everybody, could be have different genetic structure too. So saying that some people might drink alcohol, like one man might drink alcohol like for 5 years or 20 years, and the next man might just drink it for 2 years, and the guy that drink it for the 2 years, he messes up his level, but the guy who drink it for 20 years, he's fine. It happens. Everybody is not as lucky. You could eat a bunch of red meat and this and that for 20 years, and the next man eat red meat for 5 years, and then he has cancer, right? Or colon cancer, right? I mean, everybody doesn't have the same luck. It's not, that's how it works out. So you just have to know what works for you and just go with that, right? And always look within for answers, because there's nothing out there for anybody, and nobody gonna give you nothing. You can see here, this is what I eat. The straight juicing, basically, and which you see here. I have the marijuana leaves in there, which marijuana leaves, excellent healing properties in that, man. Excellent. Number one, green, is that marijuana leaf, yo. Got parsley, watercress, kale, carrot, ginger, turmeric, lemon, lime, cilantro, dill, dandelion, name it. You just want to just get your greens in, man. Get all your greens in, man. You can do your smoothies too. You can do your smoothies in the morning, or you can do your smoothies in the afternoon, whenever you feel like you want to eat something, right? Avocados, like here, avocado salad here with pineapple, spinach, strawberries, some pear. You keep it simple, but you make it fun, right? You can put chia seed, hemp seeds on it. You just keep it natural, man, and trust me, you won't have a problem with anything. You won't be visiting no doctor, and you don't need to visit any doctor. Doctors, them, I guess, as far as medical doctor, them, it's good for when you might break a hand, or you break a bone or something, and you just want to mend it back so it can be straight, right? Okay, that's fine. But as far as them, prescribing your drugs and all these things to heal things, hey, hell no, stay away from that. You go start doing your cleanse, doing your detoxing, get a juicer, buy up all the kale, all the lemon, all the ginger, your watermelon, and just start juicing and drinking your juice like your life relies on it. Like if you don't drink this, you're gonna die. That will force you, to push and grind because if you don't drink this, that's it. What I'm saying? You're just gonna wither away. So it's either you do that, or you can go the other path and just pick the pill. Pick what color pill you want to pick. Right? I mean, it's up to you. You travel the path you want to travel, man. So that is why I went back raw, guys, and I would never go back again to any cook or nothing like that. I'm like a month and some change raw again, which I started out raw back in 2012, and that's why I healed myself of everything I had, mentally and physically. So good journey, great experience, still traveling in it. Enough respect to everybody that's been positive, leaving positive comments, my subscription, my subscribers. Enough respect to you guys, helping my channel grow like this. If it wasn't for you guys, channel wouldn't be where it's at right now. Right? If you guys want to know any more information about going raw or how to go raw or what foods to eat, just hit me up in the comment box, guys. And this is what I'm looking like now. This was way back in 2010, 2011 on the left hand side, right? This is the start of problems to happening to me. The picture on the left was a start, was getting there, right? So this picture was taken back in 2018 of this year, right? I actually lost a lot more weight than this on the right. But as I said, guys, you want to be light. You want to be light. If you have diabetes, cancer, whatever you're having, you want to drop that weight. You don't want to have friggin' weighing 220, 240, 280 pounds. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want to shed that weight, and the way you're gonna do that, eat your plant-based foods. If it's vegan, you're going, as I said, everything's a transition. You go vegan, you drop the meats, drink a lot of liquid, a lot of water, alkaline water, you juice, and if you like running, you like dancing, whatever you like doing, you do that. You keep doing that, right? If you want to keep the weight off, you want to leave the meats alone. All the chicken, the steak, and the red meat, you want to cut that out. Animal product, put weight on you. You hear what I'm saying, guys? Animal products put weight on you because it doesn't belong in your body. So a lot of times when you eat the meats, then some of it might come out and some of it doesn't because your body don't register that. The juices, fruits, nuts and seeds, your body register that, so it breaks it down and it turns into energy. And that's why you have endless energy when you're raw. You hear what I'm saying, guys? When you eat the meat and all those heavy foods, they got something what they call niggeritis. Niggeritis, the itis, when you fall asleep after you eat. Because your body have to work too hard to break down that food. It's called the itis, right? Which I did a video on that already, where itis means inflammation of the body. You hear what I'm saying, guys? I did a video on this already. Itis in medical form means inflammation of the body. You hear that? So keep light, guys. Keep exercising, like running, dancing, swimming. Whatever you're doing, just keep it light. Eat light. Eat the food of the nature. And everything will be alright. Keep on kicking. Awesome.